Hey guys, Anthony Beckham here to tell you why you need an executive assistant and how not having an assistant is costing you so much more money than it would to hire one. Because remember, if you don't have an assistant, you are the assistant. And that means you're doing things that are taking time away from your most dollar productive activities and the things that you enjoy. Start by working backwards and figuring out what your time is really worth. So if you make around $50,000 a year, that means that you make around $25 an hour. So if there are tasks in your business or in your personal life that you could pay someone $15 an hour to take that off of your plate so you can focus on more dollar productive activities, that is going to propel your business forward. If you're on the fence of whether you're really ready or not for an executive assistant, then take into consideration maybe some of the other things that are taking up time in your personal life. Landscaping, cleaning the house, folding the laundry, washing the cars. These are all things that are probably taking up a good amount of your free time. This is time that you could be reinvesting back into your business or even doing the things that you enjoy, like exercising or playing golf or whatever that may be. Now, even if you are hiring the neighbor kid for 10 bucks an hour to do these chores for you, or if you're hiring the actual professionals, landscapers, professional cleaners to do these chores for you, either way, I can guarantee that you're saving a lot of money. Now, hey, if you just love pulling weeds in your front yard, or that's a way for you to decompress or whatever, go for it. Keep on doing it. But if there's things that you hate doing, like folding your laundry or cleaning the house, then it is probably time to outsource. Once you have these cheaper personal and labor items outsourced, then it's time to start looking at your business. Break down all of the tasks that you do throughout the day into 4 categories. I got this from Gino Wickman's book, Traction. Love it and are great at it, like it and are good at it, don't like but you're good at it, and don't like and not good at it. Anything in your don't like and not good at it column should be the first thing that you're outsourcing or hiring an assistant to do for you. For me, that's always been the paperwork, the filing, and data organization, and these tedious, time-consuming tasks that don't really move the needle. It's those kind of items that drive me crazy. I realized that it was costing me more money not to have an assistant than it would if I were just to hire one. And of course, nobody's gonna be as good at your job as you are, or at least it might feel that way at first. Now, it took me 3 tries to get the right person in that seat. And I think a lot of that has to do with the fact I was just kind of doing it on my own, and I didn't have a video like this to watch. But once I found that right person, it allowed me to triple my business that second year. So I went from 100,000 gross to over 300,000 gross. The first action step is to build out your training manual. So I use Google Drive and Google Docs to basically write up every procedure for everything I do in my business. You can also do screen recordings because this is gonna save you from having to teach the same thing over and over again. They can always go back to that file and watch a video walkthrough exactly on how to do something. It's important that you're doing these things from the time that you start your business, because once you're busy enough that you actually need to go out and hire somebody, you're not going to have time to sit down and create all these procedures. Step number 2, make an ad. So typically I would use Indeed, Craigslist, or Facebook. Third is to test your executive assistant before even bringing them in for an interview. What we do is I actually ask for them to fill out the DISC test, which is like a personality test, which not only allows me to see their personality results and if they'd be a good fit, but also gives them a little hidden task within it. Step 4 is to have a phone interview with the applicants that you're moving to the next step. So if they have the DISC results that you're looking for, they had a good quality resume, then they are now eligible for this phone interview. And this is where you're gonna ask the standard interview questions and get an overall feel for the applicant. Step number 5, bring in the top applicants that passed your phone interview in for a group interview. Now, if you're the only person in your organization, that's fine, but it would probably be a good idea for you to have your husband or wife or somebody sit in on the interview just in case there's anything that you miss. So if you have even one other team member that vetoes this new executive assistant and says, I don't know that they're a good fit, then that means they are not a good fit. I'm sure that you've heard business people say things like, I just can't find any good people. I can't find any good workers. How your executive assistant does in their position is fully dependent on your training. Your training is what is going to make them good or bad at their job. So anything that you're doing more than once in your business, you should be writing some sort of procedure for so that that new assistant can follow from day one exactly how you expect them to do things. You know what? If I would have saw a video like this 3-4 years ago and I would have been thinking about it then, I can guarantee that I would be much further along in my business. So I hope that you guys find all this information helpful. Don't forget to slap around that like button for me a little bit, and subscribe to the channel to follow us on the journey to Real Estate Millionaire. So again, I appreciate you guys, and I will see you on the next one. See you next week. Peace.